body completely. I'm pilot, so I have to drive, fly. Okay, yeah, take off. If the body will complete it. I don't know whether we will be take over. That is difficult to say. If you go like straight, it will be finished very soon. Will be very nice, but then I think it's also important to listen what you are thinking. See, sometimes I think I'm talking maybe like this, like this. Okay, not hitting. You see, not hitting, like this. I feel like this. Therefore, I think. Tomorrow, how long do we have?
Same time.
The same time, till 5?
Yeah.
Okay. From 10 to 5. Okay, then, yeah.
And lunch 1.5 hours.
We have to make lunch, I have to make lunch 15 minutes shorter.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have, I think, of course we have to talk quite a length about the path, but not so much about the cessations. Okay. I think not so much. I will say very short from my way of thinking. I said short, and then I think that will be enough. So therefore we have quite enough time. Yeah. So we go like this. What is wrong with the desire? What is wrong with desire? One question. And then there was some questions say that is it possible to use some of the angers in a more constructive way? Okay. We say that anger is very bad. It's very bad. What comes out of anger is very bad. And there were some people comes to us and in a very practical sort of way saying that is there any way we can use anger in a very constructive way and it can be also useful? This question came during the tea break. And then anger is not necessarily to be all the time bad. And is there any exception where we can use anger in a constructive way? Of course, it's a very, very thin line. It's a very, very thin line. Only individual people can decide, okay? But public, we cannot decide. You have to have, you can use anger as an element to change. I can't say like this, but it's just totally individual. If you are really compassionate, okay, really very compassionate, and if someone does something very, very injustice, okay, unfair things, and then out of compassion, if you get angry, and because of this, if you do something to stop this, but it has to have a very good control over the anger. If you don't have control over the anger, even it's coming from compassion, but still it can cause more problems than solving problems. Therefore, it has to be very, very careful, okay? In public, we don't say that sometimes you have to use anger. We don't say it this way. But when we meet one-to-one, and then we study, okay, and then if your intention, and motivation, and aim, everything is like this, okay, maybe this time we say this time, maybe you can use anger. You don't say, you are absolutely right, you use anger. Don't say, okay, this time, according to your motivation, according to your aims and objectives, maybe I think this is okay to use anger, but be careful. Because when we have control over anger, we are boss. Okay? We are boss, and we can stop. We can reduce anger. We can stop and to try to avoid not to get angry or so on. But then when the now human being is here and anger is here. When we are stronger, and then we can control over anger. When this becomes anger becomes strong, then we surrender. You see? And then we become slave or servant of anger. And then we all the time say, yes, dear anger, I will do exactly according to your way. Then it is eating us, okay, eating us. So very, very careful. It can be useful, but we cannot say that you are getting angry out of compassion, so you are allowed that from the outside it's impossible to judge like this, okay? Yeah. And then why desire is very bad? Why? And then desire is like, say, among the desire, there's a love. There's love, okay, love. And I love you. I love my friend. I love my family. I love my mother. I love my wife. I love my husband. You see, so on. There are so many. I love garden. I love this flower. Yeah, then I love this color. Yeah, just there are many, you see. But we all love money, isn't it? We all love money. Money, very good. Money. We all love money. One of my friends, now he passed away, who stayed in Kathmandu for more than 27, 8 years. And he has a house and he's a businessman. And he is also quite funny. And then he was saying to me, he said, okay, so do you say mantra Om Mani Padme Hum? I said, yes. How do you say? Oh, I say Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme. I don't think so. First you say few things Om Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme. Okay? And then you delete Om Mani Hum. Mani Padme, Om Mani Padme. Okay? And then delete the second part, the last part, I say money. And then he says that, okay, now I understand you. He said, I understand you. You need a lot of money for your project, isn't it? he takes me a little bit high and smash on the floor. Actually, he's telling a lot, you see. Money. I think we love money, isn't it? No one say yes. No one say. You don't love money?
Yes.
You love money.
We all like money.
Yeah. So, okay, there are many varieties of love. So if you just go on analyzing all this love, and then slowly you will understand the desire. You really understand the desire. So now we don't go so big. I say, desire is a mind. Desire is mind. Desire is biased mind, biased sub-mind, okay? Desire is biased sub-mind which perceives the things much better than which is there in reality. The desire is a biased mind which perceives, okay, the things much better than what is really according to my definition, okay.
What did
Don't-
you say? Bias? Did you say
Bias,
that?
bias.
A bias.
Bias.
Someone who buys something.
No, bias.
No.
Huh?
Bias. Bias means not based on the.
Yeah, I understand now.
Mhm. Yeah. Desire or attachment is a bias mind, okay? It's a sub-mind, bias sub-mind, okay? Which perceives the thing better than it really is, okay? In reality, it makes it look better. Yeah. And if it thinks that perceives the things as it is, then this is reality. Then there's no bias. No bias, okay, no bias. It's perceiving that object better than this, okay, better than this, which is not true. Which is not true, therefore it makes mistake. Therefore it is rooted to ignorance. Mistaken mind, okay. Mistaken mind. And so how can you, now I think it was better not to, I have to, I think this is okay, isn't it? We go a little bit further. And even if I have to explain this again, I think you don't need. You are very intelligent people. So I think it's enough. Then maybe it is a little bit. It has something, some sort of trips in this answer. That is why I am putting as answer. Otherwise, if I go on explaining with the example, it's not so. It will be very long. So. Love, what we are cultivating, okay, towards every sentient being. And then love, which I say that I love my wife, okay. Now, what is the difference between these two love? I love, which we cultivate, okay, and that love, the definition of this love, okay, what we are cultivating, normally I use as unconditional love. Unconditional love. Okay, unconditional love. Why it is not conditioned? It is not conditioned. Why? Because it is not conditioned to love to a certain sort of area or a certain person or with a connection. It's not conditioned. So therefore I say unconditional love or international love. But international is a little bit like politics. So unconditional love is best. So this love says that, again, like compassion, this unconditional love is really a strong wish, okay, very strong wish to try to achieve happiness and sources of happiness for every sentient being. Love is always, we go with the happiness, and compassion always go with the suffering. Compassion I define, okay. Compassion is a strong wish to remove the suffering and source of suffering of every sentient being. That was my definition of compassion. Now love is, it is a strong wish, okay, strong wish to make everybody happy and collect all the sources of the happiness. This is love, okay. Whenever, okay, when you say love, it's always related with happiness. Happiness, okay, nice feeling, okay. Now this is the love which we really try to cultivate, okay. Try to cultivate means try to grow in us or try to transform our mind into this unconditional love. And this goes with the compassion very well, okay. No problem, no problem. They are very, 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 very healthy friends, okay. So now if I say I love my wife, now, whether this love is really pure or not, how can we examine? Is that if we will I love my wife in a very pure way, we say, okay? But then whether this is really pure or not, we have to examine. See, if I love my wife, okay, and I really, really love, 100% I love, I say, okay. But then if she finds a husband which is much, much better than me, and then will I say, welcome? Or will I feel very, very happy?
Probably not.
Huh?
Probably not.
No. It's not, okay. Because if it is not, then there's a sticky thing. You see, this is really love, like unconditional love. And then I'm very happy that you found a very good husband, much better than me. Please. That is pure. Okay? If this is not possible, then fighting, angry, jealousy, then there is a stain, there is impurity, you see, impurity. Even from the mouth say, I love 100%, but there's no 100%, okay? Maybe 0%, okay? Do you get the point?
Yes.
I think finished, now we don't talk this. In this way you have to study. Attachment is biased mind. How it is biased? Because it is making mistake. Yeah? Mistake, what mistake? I say, I love. But when something nice thing happens to that person, I get angry. And where's the love? Where's the purity? You see? If this is an unconditional love, okay, and love to everybody, want you to achieve happiness and social happiness, and then anybody achieves much more better life or happiness, I will be very happy. Okay? If my wife goes to another husband, very good husband, if it's unconditional, I will definitely be very happy. There will be no fighting, no jealousy. You see? In this way you have to examine each and every step. Okay? And then you will recognize how bad this attachment is. It looks like a really nice, very good, but this really destroys a lot. Because of these angers, all these are rooted to attachment, you see. Jealousy, rooted to attachment. Therefore now we just stop. Three poisons, okay? Ignorance and desire and anger. Okay? These are called three poisons. And possibly when I talk about path tomorrow, and also to remove of destructive emotion, I think I will talk about a little bit about the emptiness. And then through this, and then you will understand the wisdom, and then whether this is really true or not, reality or not. I think from there you will understand. So now, by these destructive emotions, out of anger, we fight. We fight or we kill. And last year's raping case in India was so terrible, you see. It was like almost like we can't imagine, you see. These are all coming out of anger, you see. Out of anger. In the beginning it was out of desire. Strong desire. And then if it was not 100% fulfilled, then it turned into anger. And then they did all these terrible things, you see. So, and then these terrible things, or raping, or because of telling lie, all these are called karma or action. Karma means action, okay? Karma means action. If this action or karma coming out of this either desire or anger or ignorance, means these karmas are not pure, because these are influenced or motivated by either any of the three poisons. If this is influenced or motivated by these poisons, then I think the action there's no way it can be pure action. It is defiled, polluted, contaminated. Therefore, because of of this pollution or contamination, and then we suffer. Okay, we suffer. Action becomes dirty, and then action becomes dirty, and then the result of the action becomes suffering. Okay? If you took fast, easy, isn't it? Easy, huh? Easy. Easy, easy monkey cheese. Easy. Just think, think. If the action is coming out of anger, then action is influenced by anger. And anger is a very bad mind. It's like poison, okay? So the action is also contaminated by this anger, and then the action is contaminated. Therefore, the result of this action, okay, result of this action will be not good one, okay? It will bring suffering, okay? If it is, this action is earned through killing, then next life will be shortened, and our next life will be full of obstacles in the life, you see? And then if this action is because of the strong desire, and then you might steal someone's property, wanting more money, okay? And then takes the action of stealing, and because of this action is very dirty, the source is dirty because it's coming from desire. Action itself is very bad because you harm someone, okay, and someone feel the pain, sad. Therefore, action was very dirty. Therefore, these together, the result will be very bad, suffering, because the causes and conditions are very bad, okay?
I don't think if I feel it's okay, because the question is still in me, that did you start to say that anger, can anger be good also?
No, anger is not good.
This is definitely
Yeah, definitely, yes.
But then I must tell you something.
Yeah.
Because the other day, I was talking with my sister, and she is older than me, and she doesn't like it, and she's talking about taking her life.
Oh, I see.
And I have been listening for months now, and suddenly
Listening
to her, because we don't live in the same city, so we talk telephone. And then yesterday was the day before, she starts with that again, that she will
telling this again.
Again, yeah.
To you?
To me.
Okay.
Oh, but my life is so miserable, and I don't have, and I mean, we live almost the same life, but she hasn't met the Dharma, so that's a big difference, of course. But anyhow, suddenly I felt so tired of listening to this galimati, as you say in Sweden, so just speaking, and so I felt the anger coming up in me. And you say anger is always bad. But in one way, I was detached, and on the other way, I felt, now this is final for me. I've heard this too much. You will stop this because it's making me angry. Anyhow, I said to her, stop this, go do something that is positive to someone else, that is her grandchild, and forget about yourself for one day or two, and you should see you will feel better. Right? So we hooked the telephones. In the evening, she was calling me that she was up at her son's, watching for the baby. Thanks to you, because you said this to me. And I was a bit shocked, because I had said this with anger. But in one way, anger can also be violent.
Now you don't see. Now you have to analyze, okay?
Yeah.
Is it because of anger she changed, or is it because you said that stop this and do something meaningful? Which changed?
have said in my
What?
It was louder when you say it.
So you are right as well.
I know it was more from you felt the suffering, so you felt more compassionate. I mean, you're trying to do something good with a good intention for.
Yeah.
Your good intention might have helped, and your logic definitely helped. Okay, not by anger.
Right.
Yes, but
But
Yeah.
anyhow,
She want to say something.
yes, I mean, anger can also make you go to action, as she did.
Huh?
It made her go to action to say these things. Engagement.
Yeah, engagement can be done through patience or tolerance, not necessarily to be come from anger.
No.
If you come action, if you produce or come into active things through anger, I think there will be huge chances of making mistake, and I can say almost impossible to make action without mistake. Even calm mind can activate you into action. See, calm mind, wise mind can activate into action.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't have to employ anger. Yeah. That is my belief. Yeah, my belief. And of course I can explain a little bit more, but then I have to be very careful, because in one case they used, Geshe Pema Dorje said that sometimes anger can be useful.
How?
Oh, that is why how they didn't use how, okay, and they didn't create the situation which I created, but they used, anger can be very useful. And of course, if those who believe me, they might use anger quite often, you see. So I have to take the responsibility. Therefore, in public, I will never say this. If it's one person discussing, we discuss, if I really understood his or her motivation, then I might say, in this case, maybe in this case, I said, in this case, you may be able to use, but don't repeat again. All these are left. As Geshe Pema Dorje said, it's useful. So therefore, it's very, very important to make it sure that there will be no misunderstanding. You see, misunderstanding. Yeah. So I will say, we were, no, now we don't know. You have some question, yeah.
The difference between anger and wrathful, that is what you speak about, being wrathful. Because angry, as I understood, jag har lite problem med halsen. As I understood, anger is about wanting to harm somebody or hurt somebody.
Yeah.
To become wrathful is like compassion behind.
Yes. That your understanding is okay, no problem. Yeah. But then people may take, wrathful means it's coming out of anger. But they don't act. It is appearing as an anger, but behind as a compassion. They are not acting in this way, see. So therefore it can make mistake. Yeah.
My question is how to handle this negative energy that I take easily, and also not to be affected by it, either not to be ignorant. So it's like two questions.
Yeah.
First, how to handle with it, and other one, how not to be affected and not to be ignorant at the same time.
To handle with the negative emotions, isn't it? The only possibility, the best solution is try to develop positive attitude. Okay? Positive attitude. Which is positive attitude means if you are angry with someone, and then when you get angry, you see that person as a like black, which is not true. You see, which is not true. Someone made a mistake. By seeing this, you get angry. But then this person also has many good quality also. Many good quality. One can never be like totally black. It's not possible. Because of the anger, we see whatever that person does, everything is wrong or bad. See? So now we have to see, develop positive attitude, saying that okay, this particular action or speech, he made it very bad, okay. But he has also other side, which also has many good quality also. He has something, this good thing, that good thing, and that good thing. Then in this way, slowly, your anger will go down. Because this positive way of thinking, okay, perceiving that person as a better human being, see. And that is one. And then, second question is, will you repeat again?
Yes. How not to be affected by these emotions and not to be ignorant at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this, that I listen to the people who have this negative energy, and because I want maybe to help them to get rid of it, I take it.
Other people, okay. Yeah. And that is, you have to plan. When you have to deal with the other person who is very negative, okay, negative or who is full of destructive emotion, and that if you have to deal with that person, first thing is you have to make yourself really strong, to plan and study that person very well, and then you just go approach. If you have to go there, you have to approach in such a way that you will say that, okay, even that person did do something very terrible, I will remain positive and strong and stable. Okay, I will try. That is tolerance, okay? Tolerance. You are developing tolerance, okay? Tolerance. And then that person, even if that person says something negative things or very bad things or abusive or like this, and then you have to think that, oh, let him say. I will not change into that sort of thing. If he says that you are a very stupid girl, will I change into stupid girl? No, I will remain same as I was. Just think in this way. And then you plan, I will not be affected by this. And then you also think, logically you have to think that if they say something wrong thing, I will not change into that level. I will remain same as I was. So there's no point to be affected by that negative things. Of course, it is endless. It can go endless. But I think this is enough, isn't it? You know? Ignorantly, you use a little bit wrong, I think. I think you mean try not to ignore, I think.
Yeah, ignore.
Okay. Yeah. We have to acknowledge, you see. But whether we have to act or not, then we have to think. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah? Oh yeah, you got
Now
it.
I have a very difficult question for you.
Difficult question.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Please ask me
it's
easy
still
question.
it's still about desire.
Uh,
Is it a poison? A sexual desire?
yeah.
Is it a poison?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Yes. I was expecting second question, but then you are.
Yes, I have another one. The desire to live, to continue to live. Is it a poison?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Live or live.
Why?
Live.
Why?
The
Okay.
desire to live.
Yeah, this desire can be,
Leva.
this desire can be a wish. desire can be attachment. Okay? So if it is attachment, not very healthy, but everyone has a right to live. And if it is like a pure wish that I really wanted to live as long as possible, so that I really wanted to give a good service to humanity, and then this wish or desire is not a bad thing. Yeah. Again, analyze, you see, we have to analyze how mind goes, where mind is projected and focused, okay, and then you can get answer. If it is like if you take this as like a package, in the package there are many varieties of things in some one package. So then it is very difficult to answer. Therefore I say yes or no. Yeah, yeah. This question is a little bit like a multi-phase question. And then I have to answer at least like 2 answers I have to give. Yeah.
Okay, and why is sexual desire a poison?
Huh?
Why is sexual desire a poison?
There are a few answers, okay? One answer is you will have less freedom. You will have less freedom, okay? And you will be tight. Even you have a lot of potential, but you will be tight around this object. And instead of using full potential of you for others, you might use your full potential to a certain sort of small group or one like this. So you will have very small area where you are making happiness. Yeah, very small area, okay? And therefore, if it limits your potential, if you are tied with this sort of cell, like a prison, and there are many questions asked in the schools in Sweden. They always ask me a question, do you have any regret that you have never get married? You never had any wife? Do you have any regret that you don't have any of your biological children? And I say, yeah, I have no regret because I'm very, very free. I don't have to come back all the time to my home. And I don't have to consult my wife, say, I have this much money, is it okay to give to this, and this? Or can I go in the night to support these, feed these street children? I don't have to ask all these questions, you see. So, and then I can feel more free. Even if I have little money, I can give anyway. And then also I don't have to buy gift to my wife. And to buy gift to my wife is very difficult. It's very difficult, you see. Just I simply put example, just jokingly I put example of lipstick. See? If I have to buy a lipstick as a gift, it was so difficult. There are so many lipsticks, you see, so many. Which one? Okay? And then is it worth spending money there, or is it better to spend someone who has nothing to eat? You see, like there's so many things. I feel really free. Okay, I feel like independent, and then the same applies to these days. Of course, I have my mother, and this is a little bit like obligation. Obligation, you see. I have to go back to my home because she is really old and she's not feeling well. And she did a lot of nice things for 67 years. Oh, if I don't do nice things to her, and then what will say about my what example I will set for my niece and my grandniece or nephew, see? So in this way, I have obligation. And these obligations are, I thought, really properly. So now I'm about to cancel my visit to South India. Why? Because I have to, as soon as I go back from Finland, I have to go to Nepal. I will be coming back to Dharamsala maybe on the 16th or 18th. 16 to 17. If I go to South India, then after 2-3 days, I have to go back to Delhi. And then from there, I have to go direct to America. Then I'm not seeing my mother for more than 40 days. And she's very old. She's not so strong, very fragile. And then she is the source of my energy. And how she brought me up was so important. So it's a little bit attached, but so in this way, I'm about to cancel my teaching, South India teaching, about to cancel. So in this way, this is also, I feel a little bit like obligation, you see. I think in this way, we can use, I can use myself to everybody who's ever need my help. I don't have to be owned by my wife. No. Yeah. Is it very bad? I'm not blaming any person, okay? I'm just explaining from my view. And you should not feel bad, okay, if you have wife or husband. This is conventional. You see. This is conventional. We have to accept. We have to accept. And this is conventional truth. So you should not think that this is bad. I'm just explaining from my perspective, okay? Everybody has their own perspective. Yeah.
But do you think, often we think, we limit our mind, thinking it's this or that?
Yeah.
Can we not put and in between instead? To say, I'm just asking, do you think that would it be possible to if you had a wife and children, and to serve and be a monk and help other people, would it both be
Monk
possible?
is not possible.
Sorry, my ignorance. But to serve, I mean,
and then what I'm serving today will be maybe 50-50. Yeah. 100% not possible.
no, of course.
Yeah. Therefore I choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second question then on ignorance. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. You know.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, possible. Yeah. That is why all the time we need to analyze. Yeah. Just try to, don't think that I know. Don't think in this way. Therefore I was saying, how many times you go to the kitchen? You see? And then who has the right to ask this question? But just check whether I'm making mistake or not. Yeah. We always say that we are busy and I have no time to do meditation and blah, 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 okay? Then I'm just trying to think how we can make some time to be able to meditate, you see? And if you're more efficient, you do the things more efficient, and then in between the efficiency, you will save some time. In a day, at least 1 hour, you can save easily, see? And then that you can keep as for the meditation. Now, it's very important, very important. And then you also have to put priority, see? Priority. If you don't put priority, and then it's always like big problem. The priority, okay? Priority is like now what is the priority, okay? Yeah? Of course, when you're very, very hungry, and then at that time, I think priority is to kill your anger, see? Hunger. Yeah. And then only you can do the meditation, you see? Therefore, if you are very, very hungry, burning with hunger, and then doing meditation, it will neither help the meditation nor help the anger, you see. So priority has to be put in a really nicely after analysis. And then analysis looks very difficult, but it is not difficult, okay? Once you develop analyzing, and analyzing becomes easier and easier. More you develop analytical meditation, more you are wise to decide. Yeah. If you analyze, it will reduce doubt or conflict. thinking or situation, if you analyze. Yeah. Now no more question. We have plenty. I thought of doing a short meditation, which most of you like. So yesterday I told you that while I'm here, if you could learn more how to meditate, that is much better. But still, if you like to do meditation, we can do short meditation. But then again I have to repeat, okay? I can have to repeat meditation. And also the postures, okay? Postures and then the motivations and what you are going to, and then again many meditations. What will be your priority? Okay? Just today mindfulness, tomorrow compassion, day after tomorrow wisdom, day after that I will turn meditation on generosity. That is not possible. That is not possible. Okay? Just do one at a time. Do one at a time. Don't jump. Okay? Don't jump. And then also during the meditative state and during the post-meditative state, this also has to be connected, you see. During the meditation, you are doing meditation on compassion, and when there's interval, and you become like a gagu, then whatever you practice, achieve something through the meditation is destroyed, okay? And then you will be completely fresh. Again, you are doing meditation from zero. And go on doing like this, then there will be no result, and plus mind is trained into a very bad habit. Yeah, very bad habit. So if you do meditation every day, 15 minutes, it has to be 15 minutes. Time has to be fixed, and it has to be on that time. Don't shift anywhere like that. All the time shifting, okay, all the time. Oh, today this is very important, so meditation day. And then 8 o'clock, no, 10 o'clock. Next day, oh no, not 10 o'clock, so 7 o'clock. If you just go on changing, the mind forms, okay, some sort of flexibility. Flexibility, say that mind also, something we don't understand, mind understand, okay? We don't understand, but mind understands that, oh, I see, this meditation is not that important. This person whom I'm living has much more important than meditation, because he's shifting all the way. Because of a cup of tea, or because of meeting a friend, or maybe buying a bread, or so, oh, I'm not that important, the bread is more important. So the mind forms like this. So we do short meditation. Very easy meditation, okay? Very easy meditation. In the morning, I started with the precious human life. Okay, precious human life. So first thing you have to do is, now you have been listening so many varieties of information. Therefore your mind is a little bit distracted, okay? So to bring this mind into the meditation, so first step is you have to do breathing in and out. And breathing in and out itself is not a meditation, okay? Some people think that this is a real meditation. Just breathing in and out itself is not a meditation. It is preparing the mind to do meditation. Okay? It prepares the mind to meditate. How it prepares? If the mind is like full of information, distractions, and breathing in and out leaves those things away from the mind. And then mind becomes less burden, okay, less burden. And then it is more functional to put this mind on the meditation. Okay? It's like this. Okay. Example is like we are boiling boiling tea with the tea leaves and everything, and if we put in a strainer, and then all the tea goes and tea leaf stays here, and then we throw, and then we get a tea. In the same way, breathing in and out will take all these unnecessary things for the meditation. You see? And then after that, I told you that human life is very, very precious because it has so much opportunity and it has so much potential. So there's no problem which human being cannot solve. It might take a little longer time, but after all, every problem is possible to solve. And then to solve this problem, and human being have so much potential, so much opportunity. There's no shortage. Therefore, I have this really precious human life, and during this precious human life, I will try my best to achieve something which is meaningful for myself and meaningful for others. That is all meditation. Okay, up to this. Get the point? Yeah. So we do about 10 minutes, and then maybe you have some questions, share some experiences, and I will try to answer. Okay? Yeah, we start. Thank you. Anyone like to share something?
I kept thinking about my difficulties in accepting a few things that you've said, and for instance, the issue of karma and thinking about people, well, for instance, small children getting serious cancer diseases, or people living in disaster areas, or war zones, or religious fanatics who kill people, or and even we also discussed sexual desire. As a man, I walk through every day with sexual desires, and I've been brought up thinking that it's not naturally a bad thing. It's actually a way of evolving human, bringing more humans to the earth, and without the moral aspects. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I would be very interested in hearing your thoughts on that.
Huh? You are occupied.
Yes.
And then that means you didn't do any meditation.
Pardon?
Like this, you didn't do meditation.
No, I didn't manage.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Maybe a few seconds now then.
Hmm?
Maybe I managed to meditate a few seconds now then, because I kept thinking about your thoughts and what you said, and try to deal with that.
Yeah. Any question? Everything is under control?
Yes.
Just a cup of coffee.
What?
A cup of coffee.
Coffee, yeah. I saw some need really cup of coffee. I saw, yeah. When they were doing meditation, I saw that they really need cup of coffee. Yeah. Yeah.
I really think that we're lucky people who have this opportunity.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yes. Yeah.
And we can use it. And we can learn
meaningful
more.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are possibilities.
Yeah. And this is very important. Yeah. Yeah. And the human life is also to achieve human life. To be born as a human life, we have to accumulate many good karmas with a lot of maintaining morality. So it's not everyone's cup of tea. And therefore, I think it's to make meaning in this life is very important.
Yeah. So I was meditating. I work in a company. I work in a company. I'm a manager of managers.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we have a lot of, frustrations, unhappiness in the organization. Things are not working. People are distressed, stressed. And I thought being compassionate to my managers, freeing them from some of the teachings that I thought about.
Mm-hmm.
If that helps them, guided on the right way, they can also guide their employees. And we can learn how to deal and take away a lot of the poisons.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will make both us and our customers more happy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think these teachings are very good in a leadership kind of way. So this was one part, and I also thought the same with my family, my children.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes they have desires to do attached to things like iPads and things like that, and I think to see for them over time when they grow older, to understand if this brings really happiness, because then I can see the big potential in them to get free from these things, to think about what makes them happy and not. So some of these reflections came up.
That's very good. You did a lot. Within 10 days, worked very hard. Yeah. What is your profession?
So I'm a manager in a company called SKF. It's a service company with roller bearings. also help our customers, their machines to work. So in the long way, I also go further that if I can help those customers, because they are stressed about things. So it kind of broadens very quickly into, you can really achieve a lot by removing this kind of suffering.
A lot of stress.
Yeah, well, a lot of, I'm not sure if my people around here, but in our company, yes, in the companies, in our company, it's stress. And things are not working. The budget costs and things like that. And not only that, but it's a lot of things.
Last year also I visited one company, and it was nice that I went each and every person to shake hand. I went and I asked some questions, and I think the answers are quite similar. Quite similar, and they really appreciate my visit. I didn't give any talk. Just I went to meet everyone, say hello, how are you? And I just got a lot of joy because their hand is very big, or you are tall. And I just got in joy and went one by one. I think I met about 30 people. And so it was, the report was that they felt happy. Stress is now a very important thing. We have to just think how we can reduce stress. And is it coming because of the company, or is it because of the job? Is it because of the time? Is it because of the in between company and the other things? And then is there any way we can go out of stress? But then just recently we visited one company. When they were entering into the company, we gave some talks. It has nothing to do with Buddhism. We gave some talks about our project. And when they were coming in, a little bit serious. I saw most of them are really serious and not so happy. And then after the presentation, it is not my presentation, someone's presentation after the presentation, and then they were laughing quite a lot, and also I also cried a little bit, and so I think there's so many things we can do, you see. So many things we can do. Yes, it is not easy. So we are almost made like a machine. But we are putting into like a routine, and routines are so rigid, and we are not so much sort of freedom, and therefore I think there are so many things I think Buddhism can teach, as you said. I think that is definitely true. Yes, up to now, according to the experience what we have, I think it can teach a lot in any field. I use this a lot in the teaching job, because I trained many teachers in Tibetan schools, in Tibetan society. I trained many teachers, and I use a lot of Buddhist teaching. A lot. Of course, they are also Buddhist, so I can use this as a Buddhist, you see, and so it helps a lot.
Right, I mean, also the analytical part. Understand what creates the suffering, bring it up, start to remove it. I think you will get a more healthy organization.
And then by analysis, you are not suppressing anger. If you analyze on anger, we are not suppressing anger. We are making the anger thinner and thinner. If we are really focused on the real sort of analysis, And then you will see that there's not much point to get angry. And next day, it started coming. If you think again, oh, it's useless to angry because there's no point to get angry. See? So it is not suppressing anger. Okay, most of the psychology they say that if we suppress anger, it's very unhealthy. And therefore, analysis is not suppressing anger, but it is just trying to see why I get angry. Is there really a solid reason to get angry? If there's nothing solid reason to get angry, then why not get angry? So in this way, just practically just analyzing makes your anger really low, goes down, and almost like it at a time it disappears, you see. And this is, I think, very healthy way of dealing with the destructive emotions. So now we finish here. I say some short prayers. Okay. Number